Hey again, my fantastic 400 students. Here's Dr. A with your Week 6 update. Week 6, can you believe it? We've almost made it halfway through the semester. Almost. I hope you're having a fantastic September. Things are flying by for me. My head is spinning between trying to recreate a program and lay out all of the goals for the next couple years for you, and different committees and all of these other responsibilities. It is insane, but I am loving it, and I'm loving being a bear. So I hope you're having a good time. I know the semester is crazy. I know you probably don't want online classes, and we are struggling sometimes to make it through each and every day. But I want you to keep up the good attitudes, be positive. Remember that we're going to get through this together, and if there's anything I can do to help you get through this, please let me know. This week, for week 6, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We were working a little bit on learning objectives last week and the development of young adolescents. We're going to kind of switch gears. So last week we were talking like some of the general characteristics that define this age group that we're going to be working with. So how do they develop socially and emotionally and morally and with their identity and their physical development, and all of these things in very general terms. And we're looking at what a lot of them have in common. This week we're going to switch gears and we're going to start to look, okay, when I look at my group of students, what makes them unique, and how can I respond appropriately to them to make their learning experiences productive and effective and wonderful? So today, this week's topic is on culturally relevant pedagogy. That's a really big term, and it also covers culturally responsive teaching. So quick review, and you're going to watch a video on this that people can explain it much better than me, but in general, the idea is that when we have a group of students, they have their individual cultures that they are part of. And it is really important for us to build on that and to make sure that our teaching is appropriate and responsive to what they are experiencing in their lives. So that way, what we're teaching them connects to their personal lives. It'll make your teaching more effective. It'll make their learning more effective. So we want to start to think about what this looks like and what does this look like in action. So a couple of things. First thing you're going to do is you're going to read an article by Pollack and Shabden on building culturally responsive communities. It's a really good article. I like it. It's got some good practical strategies on how we build community in culturally responsive ways. So that's really cool. I'm excited for you to read that. I've shared that with classes I've taught in the past, and my students have given me the feedback that they really like it. So that's why we're continuing the practice. I also want you to watch an article by a couple of the founders of culturally responsive teaching and culturally relevant pedagogy, and they're going to kind of explain. It's just a short YouTube video that I want you to watch. And then I've got a blog post, 3 lessons learned when bringing to life culturally responsive practices. Another teacher who's implemented some of this into a classroom and seeing like, okay, after I've done this, what did I learn from it? All of that. And then there's going to be one other video that's going to be unique to you based on your area of concentration, your content area. So if you're science or math or social studies or language arts. So in all of this, you're going to be absorbing a lot of information and you're going to be producing a little bit. So the first thing I want you to create is a reflection on the Pollack and Shabden article. I've provided some prompts that might guide you in your thinking, or you are of course always welcome to share your thoughts. What new ideas did you come up with as a result of reading it? So what did this inspire you to think about? Wrestle with it, read it, put it aside, come back to it, read it again, jot down some notes as you're reading, highlight, discuss, all of that. I want about a 350 word reflection on what you're thinking as a result of this article by Pollack and Shabden. If you have way more thoughts than could ever be encompassed in 350 words, office hours, schedule them with me, and I am happy to chat. I did have the opportunity to go back to my office today for like the first time in like a week because I've been working out of my home office. But I went in there and it's just like plain and boring and white walls and needs some serious decorating and some TLC. So if you schedule some office hours and want to meet me at my office, it'll give me motivation to bring some of my stuff and go and decorate my office. Or I'm happy to meet at the Student Union or Starbucks to chat about education. I will fully admit I am craving some interaction with my students. I was telling somebody earlier that I was an engineering major to start college, and I switched out of it because I wanted to interact with people more, so that I became a teacher, and I love it. And this online teaching thing is kind of killing me, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it together, and it'll help me if you schedule some office hours so we can talk about education stuff, this assignment, or anything in general. So first thing is that reflection that I want you to write about Pollock and Shabden. The second thing is a online kind of stations activity where I have created a document adapted by a former instructor of mine and kind of reworked, and she and I modified it together, so I'm sharing that with you. So essentially you open up this Word document and it takes you step by step of what I want you to do. All of those videos and articles that I told you at the beginning of this video that you were going to read, they're all built into that document. So you open up that document, CRP in action, and it says, okay, answer this question, watch this video, answer these questions, go to this article, answer these questions, watch this video, answer these questions. One thing that it is going to ask you to do is to answer the same question, I think 4 times. It's the essential question, and essential questions are a really useful tool when you're teaching, because then it gives kind of a frame to our whole class session. So the essential question is listed multiple times. I want you to respond to it, because as you're going through and reading and watching these videos, your understanding and response to the essential question should be growing. It should be evolving, and I'm going to be looking for that. But make sure that you respond to it each time throughout the document. After you're done, I want you to save that. It would be helpful if your last name is in the file name when you save it, and then you're going to re-upload that document to Blackboard, and that'll get you your points for this week. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'm super excited to continue working with all of you, even if I don't get to see you in person. I'm looking forward to a point in the future when we can all get together and interact a little more naturally rather than being online. But that day is in the future, and we're focusing on the present right now. So if you have any questions, let me know, email me. Otherwise, have a marvelous day. Remember to take care of yourself. Remember to take care of those around you. Do something to keep yourself sane in all of this. I'm going to go bake some banana bread tonight because I have way too many spoiled bananas. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you soon.